You have watched the videos, you understood what an ETF is, you know why fees matters, you get the index fund strategy, you understood compound interest, and you still haven't bought anything. This is not laziness, this is not stupidity, this is what happens when nobody walks you through the actual practical steps. When every piece of the financial content stops at the theory and never shows you what to click, where to go, what to type, and what to actually buy. Today that changes. This video is not about concepts. There are no charts, no history lessons, no famous quotes about compound interest. This is purely practical. By the time this video ends, you will know exactly how to open an investment account, exactly which funds to choose, exactly how much to put in, and exactly how to set it up so it runs automatically every single month without you thinking about it ever again. I spent 15 years inside all four big four watching people manage billions of euros, and the most common thing I saw on the outside, ordinary people paralyzed between knowing what to do and actually doing it, was completely avoidable. Today we close that gap, for good. Welcome to Nobody Told Mike. I'm Mike, ex-director across the big four. This channel exists for one reason: to have the financial conversation nobody had with us growing up. Quick but important note before we go any further. Everything in this video is for educational purpose only. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing here is financial advice. What I'm going to show you today are general steps that apply in most countries. But your specific situation, your tax position, and your country regulations matter. Always do your own research and speak to a qualified financial professional before making any investment decision. With that said, let's get into it. I want to tell you about the most conversation I had with people when I told them what I do for a living. The moment someone found out I worked in finance, at a dinner, at a party, on a flight, the conversation always went the same way. They would lean in slightly, lower their voice a little, and say some version of the same thing. I know I should be investing, I just don't know where to start. Not, I don't want to, not, I don't believe in it, I know I should, I just don't know where to start. Every single time, doctors, teachers, engineers, entrepreneurs, smart, capable, successful people completely frozen at the starting line, not because they lack intelligence or money or motivation, but because nobody ever simply shown them the first step. The financial industry does not have a strong incentive to simplify this process. Confused people buy more products. Confused people pay more fees. Confused people need more advisors. Simple people, people who understand exactly what they are doing and why, they just buy a low-cost index fund, set up monthly contribution and get on with their lives. This is what we are building today, a simple system step by step starting right now. Step 1. Choose where to invest. Your broker. The first thing you need is a place to actually buy and sell your investments. This is called a broker. Think of it like a shop. The index fund is the product. The broker is the shop that sells it to you. There are thousands of brokers available depending where you live. I'm not going to tell you which one to use because the right answer depends on your country, your tax situation, and your personal circumstances. What I'm going to tell you is what exactly to look when you choose one. Number 1, low fees. Your broker should charge a little as possible to buy and hold your investments. Some charge a monthly fee, some charge per transaction, some charge nothing at all. Look for a broker where the total cost of owning your index fund is under 0.5% per year, including all the charges. Number 2, regulated and trusted. Your broker must be regulated by the financial authority in your country. In Europe, that means FCA or the BaFin or the AMF or your national equivalent. Do not use a broker you found through an Instagram ad that promises guaranteed returns. Regulated, established, boring. This is what you want. And number 3, simple to use. You want a platform you can understand without having a finance degree. If you open the app and feel confused between the first 2 minutes, find a different one. The best investment platform for you is the one you actually going to use it consistently. Once you have chosen your broker, open an account. It takes about 15 minutes. You will need your ID, proof of address, and your bank details. That's it. Now, choose your account type. Before you buy anything, you need to understand one more thing. The type of account you invest through matters almost as much as what you invest in, because different account types have different tax treatments. In the UK, this is an ISA, Stocks and Shares ISA. Everything inside it grows completely tax-free. Use this first before anything else. In Germany, this is called depot account. In Ireland, a standard brokerage account with specific ETF tax rules. In the US, this is a Roth IRA or a 401k. Every country has some version of the tax-efficient investment account. Always fill this up before putting money into a regular taxable account. The tax saving over 30 years is enormous and it costs you nothing extra to use it. If you are unsure which account type applies to you, this is one of the specific questions worth asking a local financial advisor or a tax professional who can answer exactly for your specific case. Now you finally come to the point where you need to choose your index fund. This is the part most people overthink. They spend weeks researching funds and end up doing nothing. So let me make this as simple as possible. For most people starting out, a simple global index fund is all they need. A global index fund tracks thousands of companies across dozens of countries in one single investment. You own a teeny piece of Apple, Microsoft, Toyota, Nestle, Samsung, and thousands more, all in one fund. When you search for a fund, look for 3 things. First, what index does it track? You want something broad like MSCI World or FTSE All World or the S&P 500. These are the most established global indices with the longest track records. Second, what is the tier? Tier stands for Total Expense Ratio. This is the annual fee the fund charges you. You want this below 0.25%. The best global index funds charge between 0.07% and 0.20%. Anything above 0.5, look for something cheaper. Third, this is accumulating or distributing. An accumulating fund automatically reinvests any dividend back into the fund for you. A distributing fund pays dividends out as cash. For long-term compound growth, accumulating is always the better choice. Your dividends keep working without you doing nothing. Type those 3 criteria in your broker fund search. You will find what you need. If you want specific names, check the community section at NobodyToldMike.com, where I break down options by country. Link is in the description. Now, before you invest, decide how much to invest. Here is the answer to the question everyone is afraid to ask. How much do I need? Less than you think. Most brokers and fund platforms let you start with as little as 25 euros or 50 euros a month. Some let you even start with 1 euro. The amount matters far less than the consistency. 100 a month invested every single month for 13 years beats 1000 invested occasionally whenever you remember. The number I suggest for you is to start whatever you can genuinely afford to never touch again. Not money you might need next year. Not emergency fund, money you are comfortable living completely alone. Now, if this is 50 euro a month right now, then this is perfect. Start with 50 euros. Increase it when your income increases. Now, the next step is to set it up automatically. This is the most important step of all 5, and it takes about 2 minutes. Once you have bought your first investment, set up an automatic monthly contribution, a direct debit or a standing order that moves money from your bank account into your investment account on the same day every month. The day after your salary arrives is ideal. When investing is automatic, it stops being a decision. You never have to remember. You never have to feel motivated. You never have to look at what the market is doing and decide whatever now is a good time or just wait. It just happens every month, whenever markets are up or down. 5 steps. Choose a broker. Choose your account type. Choose your fund. Decide your amount, automate it. This is the entire process. Everything else is noise. I want to come back to those dinner conversations I told you about. The people who leaned in and said, I know I should be investing, I just don't know where to start. What always struck me was not the confusion, it was the relief on their faces when I walked them through exactly what I just walked you today through. Not complex strategies, not sophisticated products, just here is a broker, here is an account, here is the fund, here is the amount, set it up automatically and leave it alone. Every single time their response was the same. That's it? That's actually it? Yes. This is actually it. The financial industry has spent decades building a wall of complexity around something that is fundamentally very simple. Because complexity creates dependency. Complexity sells products. Complexity justifies fees. Simplicity sets you free. What you have learned across these 4 videos is not a complicated strategy. It is a simple one executed consistently over a long time. An ETF is a basket. Fees are your enemy. An index fund tracks the market automatically. Compound interest rewards patience. And starting is a 5-step process that takes less than an afternoon. Before I let you go, 2 things I want to share with you that I think will genuinely help. The first is the NobodyToldMike community. One of the things I heard most from people who start investing alone is that it feels lonely. Markets go down and you have nobody to talk to. You want to ask a question, but you do not know whom to ask. This is exactly why I built the NobodyToldMike community at NobodyToldMike.com. It is a free space for people who are on this journey. People who are learning like you and me and wants to start and build their financial freedom. If you want to ask questions, share progress and hold each other accountable, then go to the website. The second thing is, and this is one practical, is the free portfolio tracker I built on NobodyToldMike.com. It is a simple tool. It is completely free. Link is down in the description. This was Mike. Please subscribe and share the video, and I will see you in the next one.